So who were some of your influences growing up that got you into watching and getting into baseball?
Definitely my parents. I mean, without their help, driving me to practice, getting me gear. I mean, I love to hit, and my dad had to go buy me a bunch of bats, and I went through a lot of bats. I mean, I still do. Nothing hasn't changed, and I mean, they've just been supporting me throughout my entire life, and without them and without their constant support, I wouldn't be where I am today. So if there was one thing I had to say, it'd definitely be my parents.
What was it like for you growing up, just playing sports and stuff? Talk about your experiences.
I mean, I loved it. I mean, any sort of sport, I played it. I played in middle school. I remember within 1 year I played probably about 5 different sports: soccer, lacrosse, football, baseball, and basketball. So, I mean, the only thing I didn't play, I think, was hockey. And being in Florida, I mean, it's not really a hockey place, but I mean, if I was up north, I probably would have played hockey too. But I mean, I just love sports, and I love to compete, and it's definitely helped me out, especially in baseball, because I mean, I got to kind of narrow it down, and baseball is the one that it was my first love, and it's just playing sports throughout just kind of clarified that.
What made you eventually decide to pick or stay with baseball? You said it was your first love, so what made you decide to, I guess, stick with it?
I mean, it's just I'm just drawn to the sport, and I never get sick of it. I mean, it was just the easiest decision, because I mean, I could play other things like here and there. Like I love playing them, but I mean, it's just I love playing baseball more than that. I mean, it was an easy decision for me.
What was it like when you got the call to the draft to, you know?
That was one of the most surreal moments so far in my baseball career, because I was with my girlfriend, and I was with my parents and my brother. So it was just a really quiet night. I mean, you see on TV all these draft parties and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything like that. It was just low key and just hoping for the best. And I got the call from I watched it on TV, and it was just special. And I got the call from my agent saying, like, "Dude, are you watching by the TV?" I'm like, "Yeah, obviously." And the Mets picked you. I'm like, I was just so excited. And then I got a call from David Wright the next day, which is really cool. I didn't believe it, that it was David Wright, and I let it go to voicemail. It was a strange number, and I just didn't believe it, and he left a voicemail. I'm like, one of my buddies is pranking me, but I called him back, and it was actually David Wright, so it's something that's kind of funny. But I mean, it's just a surreal experience, and every player has their own different experience getting started into pro ball, and mine was super awesome and memorable, and I'm going to cherish that for the rest of my career.
Talk about your experience through the minor league so far. What have been some of the things that you've been taking as you've gone up through the different levels?
A lot of the players, kind of like, you see a lot of familiar faces, but also you see some guys that you haven't seen before. So I've seen guys that I've played high school with, I've played college with, but it's also being able to compete consistently in order to kind of move up and kind of just prove yourself, whether it's against guys that you haven't seen before or guys that you've seen consistently at every level. Like, you have to stay consistent with your performance, and you have to stay locked in as much as you can, because if you're not, then someone else is outworking you to take your job.
Is the college experience different for you that you find than the professional experience?
Absolutely. College experience, college baseball experience is like no other baseball experience, because there was this one time, one weekend against Texas A&M, I got 1 hour of sleep because I was writing a research paper, and I had to go through the microfilm. I stayed up all night in the library, and then I had to play, and then we played a 3-game series against one of the best teams in the country, and I was running on fumes, and thankfully I had a good game and we won and stuff. But you don't have to do that now. It's just concentrate. This is our job, and you don't have to battle professors. You don't have to go weeks at a time missing class because you're on the road, and then playing catch up that next week when you're home and stuff like that. There's other business type things like paying bills and stuff, but that's a lot easier than writing a paper about the French Revolution. That's like 15 pages. You have to take from at least 300-400-page books that you had to read for the class. So I mean, I think professional baseball-wise, it's less distraction. It's more centralized on baseball, and I think for me, I love that. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't like school that much.
I guess everybody has different school experiences, right?
Yeah, but I mean, for me, I went to school to propel myself into professional baseball. I mean, I didn't graduate. I left because of the draft, and I like to think I got a degree in baseball from the University of Florida. So I mean, it's a lot of different struggles and classes and dealing with a different schedule and stuff like that. But I think that prepared me really well for professional baseball.
Did you like your experience that you had when you were in Florida?
I mean, we had some really awesome teams, and I really enjoyed playing. Hi, champ. I really enjoyed my experience because we got to my freshman year we won the SEC championship regular season. Sophomore year we won the SEC tournament, and then we went to the College World Series, and then we went to the College World Series again my junior year, and we played. I mean, we were good, and we won, and I enjoyed it. I mean, and then now we got guys that I played with that are going to the College World Series, and being a part of that program, I feel like we help. You gotta kind of help build that program in order to and kind of show guys the way. And I feel like I did that, and the guys I played with did that to help the guys last year win their first one. So I mean, they made it again this year, and I'm really happy for Florida baseball, and I mean, I'm really proud for what I did there, and I'm really proud of how I left the program. So I definitely enjoyed my time.
Did you have any heroes, baseball-wise or sports-wise, when you were growing up?
Absolutely. When I was younger, Mike Piazza, he's one of my all-time favorites because way back in the day, I used to catch, and I used to hit. I love hitting, and what better hitting catcher than Mike Piazza to look up to?
It's one of the greatest right there.
Yeah, so he's one of my idols, and then as I've gotten older, I kind of started watching Paul Konerko now that I've developed into a right-handed first baseman, and Paul Konerko, he's one of the best right first basemen in my opinion. So I think he's a hell of a player, and he's a great guy. So from what I've seen, so he's someone I definitely look up to and try and emulate.
When it comes time for the different positions, what made you choose the position that you're playing now, or was that not up to you?
I mean, I just always played first. I mean, I caught, and then it's like I played on a team that needed a first baseman, and then they already had a catcher. It's like, all right, I'll go play first, and then that's it.
Now, when it comes time for playing here at Binghamton, just talk about the fans, talk about the experiences. How has it been for you so far?
I mean, I've really enjoyed it because we go to some really cool parks here. Like we go to Hartford, Portland, Akron. Those are really gorgeous parks. The fans at Harrisburg showed out, and at Binghamton here, it's a really nice environment, and I love playing here. I mean, it's really nice. It feels like home. So, I mean, I'm definitely enjoying my experience so far, and we get to go to some really cool places too. So I think it's a good league.
Is there any place that you're looking forward to, or you just want to see all the different venues so far?
I don't think. I mean, Hartford's sick. Hartford is just on another level. I love Hartford.
When it comes time for video, I know a lot of batters do it, I know a lot of batters don't. What is your take on watching video and improving your game? Is that something that you do personally?
I usually, I do from time to time when I feel kind of weird or just feel kind of out of sync, but I really don't watch video on myself too much. I usually just watch what the opposing pitcher. So just kind of see what he has, like how his pitches move, and just kind of see what he throws, like pitch sequence wise. So I just try and pick up a pattern, or just see what he tries to do and how he attacks hitters.
We have a lot of younger players watching this, so can you talk about some keys to mental toughness and playing in professional league ball?
Yeah, I mean, my dad used to tell me this. He said if anyone gave him a nickel for every time they're like, oh he can't, or no, anytime someone says you can't do it, or no, you just have to he said he'd be a rich man, and you just have to persevere constantly, And you can't just, if someone says no, I mean, usually like when I was younger, it's like just a bunch of dads saying things, and it's just, it doesn't matter. What people say, it doesn't matter. And I mean, what people say now, even at this level, it doesn't matter, because you still have to go out and perform, and you can prove people wrong every single day. And you have to constantly work hard. And if you think you've worked hard enough, you haven't. Like, you can't stay complacent. You have to stay motivated constantly, and you have to have a goal. You have to have a goal and a purpose every single day. And if you don't, then you're just working blind, and that's when problems happen. So I think for you young guys out there, or girls too, that are in softball, it doesn't matter. Just don't let anyone get in your way, and give it everything you have until you don't have anything left in the tank.
Now you have Altoona tonight. Talk about them. What are you expecting for the game today?
I mean, the Pirates, I mean, they're a really good organization. I got to face them last year, their affiliate in High A, Bradenton. They got some really good guys, and hopefully, and I think they're in third place. We're in third place in our division, and we're looking to get into second, so we're in a playoff race or playoff spot. I know it's June, but we just need to win the series or sweep the series. I mean, we lost the series in Trenton, and we're looking to bounce back.
Now, just overall message for the fans that are watching this, or the Binghamton fans, just to get them to come on out and support you all during the course of the year.
I mean, we play really good baseball. We're fun to watch, and I mean, that should be enough in itself. I mean, we're a good team, and all the games are super fun, and we'll give you something to cheer about.
Great, thank you so much, sir.
Absolutely.